All right, Darius Slay takes shots at the Detroit Lions and Bob Quinn, Matt Patricia particularly. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support, everybody showing the channel. Best way to show love, if you haven't subscribe, bell icon button, all that good shit. But share the video, man. Share it somewhere. Share it on social media, screen record it. I don't care, man. And check out my boy page, One Pride Nation, man. Good guy, man. So go show him some support. Let's let him monetize and get this money, man. But let's talk about Darius Slay. He basically took shots at Patricia defense. Also took shots at the organization Patriot Way. And he said about the defense is that, you know, when I was covering the shadow and top receivers, we weren't disguising coverages. And in Philly, I'm able to open up my brain more. So basically, he took shots at Matt Patricia defense, which we all know it sucks. He bland. He don't disguise coverages. He don't blitz. We know that he barely played zone. He only started playing zone when they was injured down the stretch. And basically, Darius Slay said what he said. You already know what's going to happen, man. The Lions slander is coming. You know, it took a minute for Cliff Averill. Zeke Ansah really ain't. He don't really seem like that guy that's going to slander. Maybe he come out with a book years later slandering the Lions. Calvin Johnson followed suit. So damn near every Lion that's retired recently have said something to say about the organization. I mean, Quadre Diggs and Darius Slay, Ben Clown, Matt Patricia. People were saying that, they was just rotten apples, and I could agree. So now he has 11 guys that should start this year that he's picked or chosen to stay that understands the system. But I could feel, Darius Slay frustration. Lions fans was, Keenan Allen burned him, but they don't understand football. X's and O's. If I'm following Keenan Allen, who is the best route runner and one of the best 8 or 6 receivers in the league, I'm covering him single coverage, no help over the top, no help underneath. He running. I mean, do you know how hard that is? Go out there and line y'all little kids up and line up and just tell them to run around the yard. That's how it's going. That's how it is. No help, no disguise. You know what I'm saying? Just you a mano. That shit like 11. That's really 11-11 drill, where you go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and the quarterback can sit back there with no pass rush. That's what Darius Slay was doing last season. So when you got to understand, Matt Patricia defense isn't complex. It's bend, don't break. Don't give up the big play. Let them go on a 12 or 20 play drive and chop us up, and let's hold them to a field goal. That's his mindset. But it's different when you got offense that can't run the ball or is not efficient as Tom Brady's offense is, where we can bend, don't break. You know what I'm saying? Because Brady, you kick a field goal, Brady go up 7. You bend, don't break, turn over, Brady go up 14-3. You bend, don't break again, kick another field goal. Brady score again when he get the ball. So now it's 21-6. It's not like Matt Stafford is going down there with Darrell Bevell, and it's no fault of Darrell Bevell, Matt Stafford. It's a personnel issue that they not going down there and getting 7 every time. That's different. When you holding the defense to 3 and Stafford 3 and out, then they get confidence 10. Then Stafford get down the field, turn it over, or whatever happened. They punt it again. Now they going up 17-0. It's different. His defense was able to work in New England, not just because Bill Belichick was able there to oversee and tweak his defense, but it was also able to work for the simple fact that Tom Brady and them was putting up points every time down the field. Touchdowns, not field goals. You want to change a field goal for a touchdown every time, you're going to lose every time. But he did go on to say, what else did he say? He wanted to talk about the organization. He said, here in Philly, I can be me. They allow us to show personality. They allow us to be ourselves. So he basically saying that in Detroit, they couldn't be themselves. They couldn't be loose. They had to be these uniform, callous, emotion-free guys. And he couldn't really let back and be himself. And I heard Chad Johnson, a.k.a. Ocho Cinco, he said that, they got this, I'm an athlete, I'm more than an athlete, whatever the podcast is on YouTube. If you check I'm an athlete or more than an athlete, it's on there. And Chad Johnson said that basically the New England way, it wasn't the X's and O's. He said, the plays are all the same in the National Football League, just the lingo was different. He just said, personality-wise, it was just, trying to put a colorful person in Pleasantville. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. It wasn't a good fit personality-wise, and you can't be yourself. You basically got to be a zombie or be an emotionless creature. And Darius Slay basically said that about Detroit, that he couldn't truly be the guy that he wanted to be. He couldn't, be himself. You coming to work, You got to be this stoic, emotionless type of guy. And you know, I've been on jobs like that where you can't have no person say you can't show personality, you can't smile, you can't conversate with people. And I never understood that train of thought. Don't you want your employees to be happy? Don't you want them to be jubilee? Don't you want them to build teamwork? You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like, you know, workplaces just want you to be like a zombie, and that's not everybody's personality. And it don't even mean people going to be more productive. But that's how Matt Patricia roll, and you know, Darius Slay got his right to talk stuff about the Patriot way. He now out of there, and everybody can continue to talk shit about Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia until they win. You know, everybody can lead New England, and they have something to say, but it ain't really bad because at the end of the day, you got a championship. So what can I really say bad? When you're in a losing situation, everybody want to be the whistleblower of the year. Everybody can't wait to stick it to Matt Patricia. And if Matt Patricia, you know, you get fired from this job, it's going to be real, real hard. Even with him having the complexion for the protection or the complexion for the selection, it's going to be real, real hard for him to get another National Football League job as a head coach. Because it's nobody had nothing nice to say about him before he got the coaching job and not after. And I'm not just talking about Detroit, the Lion players, the media, you know what I'm saying? People in the Giants organization didn't want him. So, you know, for him, he got to show some change. You know, but he don't know how to show change. Next year, you're going to come out with the same pedestrian defense. Y'all going to blame Corey Udelin. Oh, he worse than Pascaloni. You know, but hopefully he do come out and change up. He young enough to be able to change his stripes. You know, you said all offseason breaking down this film, where did we go bad at? If he don't change his defense this year, you know, it wouldn't surprise me. Because his job is truly not on the line anyway. Sheila said that the COVID might buy them more time because it was a regular offseason. But let me know what you think about Darius Slay. A lot of people going to say, F Slay. And, you know, don't y'all get tired of turning on former Lion players? It ain't like they lying. I'll never get tired of blasting Ebron, sorry ass. But outside of him, you can't get mad. Y'all threw Calvin under the bus. At one point, they threw Barry under the bus. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody who got something to say about the organization, at some point, it got to be valid. At some point, it got to be valid because we're not winning. And players leaving our organization and going to Super Bowls and winning them. Cliff Avril, Dominican Sue. People going to other organizations and saying like Calvin Johnson worked out or was just a consultant there for the Raiders to see how they practice. And saying, man, I didn't get treated like this in Detroit. This how you supposed to get treated as a veteran? Come on. At some point, you got to add it all up. You know, but hey, you know, a lot of Lions fans is gonna be loyal to the organization, but all the players saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They saying the same exact thing. But hey, appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business question, inquiry, response to video requests. Keep sharing the videos. We'll make a donation to the channel. Cash App, PayPal in the description. Keep sharing the videos. The best way to donate. Let me know what you guys think one time for the one time we go.